Hello everyone and welcome to another history video. So today we're taking a look at Temur Harmonizer combo deck in history format. So I am still recovering. I think my recovery is at its final stretch, but definitely feeling a lot better. Past couple of days I didn't even have the energy to move. Today I'm feeling a lot better, and I did promise one of the viewers that I was gonna play this deck, and this is a requested deck. I normally wouldn't do a requested deck, but they kindly donated saying I should try it out, so I am trying it out, despite the fact that I think this might be a little bit janky. So if you've been following Standard, this is a combo that popped up in one of the tournaments. You got this card called Temur Harmonizer. You have the 4-mana card, but most times you're going to be warping for 3 here, and it has an effect, Landfall. Whenever a land comes out of the battlefield, double the power of this card until the end of the turn. So you play this card, you play a land, preferably a fetch land. We have 4 copies of Prismatic Vista and 2 copies of Fabled Passage. And in response to the trigger, you fetch, target this card again to double the power, and in response to the stack, you want to cast this card called Full Bore. This is another new card from the Edge of Eternities, and what's special about this card is that it's an instant speed. It is very important that this is an instant speed so that it actually works with the Harmonizer. And it pumps the creature by 3 power and 2 toughness. If that creature was cast for its warp cost, it also gains trample and haste. So what that means is this card becomes a 7 power card, and now that there are 2 triggers on stack, that's going to double the power. It's going to grow to a 14 and then into a 28 power creature with haste and trample. So most of the times if this card gets to attack, it is going to be probably game over. But obviously it is a 3-card combo. However, the combo can be done as early as turn 4, which is kind of the appeal here. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some history best 3 to show you guys what the deck does. So let's hop on over. Alright, still a bit sick. I feel like I'm almost healed. We'll see. Alright, we got one part of the combo. We're currently looking for a land, but the Ribble Shanty is definitely not bad here, considering that we have a hymn. Oh, this is an aura deck? Okay, it's an aura deck. Ooh. There's a tap land. So the problem with Aura is they have some life gain in that deck. And that's a pretty huge detriment. I could save these, but thought it wasn't gonna work too well because they have things like protection spells. Yeah, this is not looking good. Yeah, they definitely have some sort of a protection spell, it seems.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only...
And I can't really quite use these. I mean, I might lose. think I'm just going to use this. We're still missing quite a bit, huh? We're still kind of missing a lot. We're missing like a fetch land plus the haste on this thing. Most likely dead. Most likely dead. Right. That's why we have 3 copies of Lithomantic Barrage. We're gonna cut some Tamios here. Chain Lightning not as good because it's like a sorcery. I might even consider a Dismember instead. By the way, this deck is pretty janky, right? I'll probably lose some games with this deck before I win any games. So just bear in mind. Just shocking that in because I really need Stern Scolding here for Esper Sentinel. So I guess if a card comes down, I can... Okay, never mind. So Esper Sentinel comes down again. Light Paw. I guess I have to give them a card? It looks like I have to give them a card. Oh, that's stuck. Interesting. Four cars in the yard. Esper Sentinel is a very pesky car, isn't it? A very pesky card. Like I don't have a true counter spell right now, which is kind of bad, and I'm also getting stuck on lands too. Double Esper Sentinel actually kind of ruined it for me. Lithomantic Barrage. Okay, that's a lot of lands that we're about to draw. Pretty good, actually. Six cars in the yard. So maybe next turn with the Treasure Cruise. Into a Light Paw. Short. Let's see. Oh, this is a sorcery. My bad. I thought it was not a sorcery. I thought it was a instant speed there. Yeah, I thought it was an instant speed card for the longest time. I just fetched the... I just fetched the wrong color for no reason. I mean, surely they're gonna run out of creatures, right? Give her runes. I did kind of fetch wrong, though, this game. Okay, we found a Harmonizer. We're looking for a green source, and we need a Prismatic Vista and a combo tool. Okay, another Ribble Shanty. I think I'll ponder next turn. Just have these Ribble Shanties. Okay. Just having absolutely just only removal spells got us there, but man, it is actually pretty tough, isn't it? And assembling the combo is definitely no easy feat either. How about Chain Lightning instead of a Snapcaster Mage? I'm gonna lose with this hand. I need a 1-mana interaction. Otherwise, the hand is kind of dead to me. Looks like we lost. Looks like we lost. Give her runes. Or Spirit Dancer. We absolutely needed to have a 1-mana interaction on turn 1. We had 12 1-mana interaction and we mulliganed 2 times and didn't see it. You know? Maybe we get like a full bore out of this Ponder and we might be able to win next turn. Yikes. I think that's like the only way I can win. Like if I don't win next turn, I think we're dead next turn. If I don't get it next turn. I needed to get it here. Yeah, we needed to have it here. Yeah, we definitely needed to have it here. Because, like, they have things like Shelter by the Ghost to, like, go up on life and stuff like that. So... this is, like, what? 28 damage. So... so we have to draw it here. This is the final turn. Even a Ponder could do it. Like, Ponder into full bore. That's not gonna do it, right? I have 3 cards in the yard. Crack the Prismatic Vista. That's 4 cards. So far, we are 0 and 2. We haven't been able to combo at all. Yeah, it's been feeling very, very janky so far. Okay, that was actually a pretty good draw. Ripple Shanty. So we're playing against like a... potentially like a control deck. Which isn't good. I need my opponent to tap out for me to actually do this combo. But doesn't look like they are going to be doing so. Ay ay ay. Do they play anything other than counter spells? I wonder. So I have 2 backup counter spells, so this is 3, 4. Then I only have 3 lands after, so I need 1 more land for me to have a double counter spell up. But who knows what they have? Like if my opponent only has counter spells here, then we kind of have a problem.
I'll be in the library.
They decided not to use a... I'm so confused. It's such a weird place to use a counter, fatal push. Double fatal push. I'm still gonna fight over it because, maybe that's all they had, like, a bunch of fatal pushes. So weird. Playing this town ain't enough. I'll draw a card. Oh, it was this kind of deck. Okay, we win. Actually, only if we get a land, right? I have 14 damage. I'll try to look for a land. We found a land. So hold full control. Play this. And boom. Okay. We see what my opponent's playing. It was an Estrus Invocation deck. Mystical Disputes. Temur seems good. Is it actually? When they play Boomerang Basics and this town ain't enough? Is it actually? I'll go down on one remand. Sure. I am actually very glad that we got to win with the combo though. That's for sure. Yeah, we got to win with the combo.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Okay, so they still kept those. I do not have any counter spells whatsoever. This is not good. I'll keep the Ponder. Need my opponent to like play a creature. Another discard spell. Seems like a mystical dispute. They're thinking about it. Ooh, that's a really, really bad set of cards, actually. I do not like that at all. Okay. Not bad. Well, not really. Still looking for a Harmonizer. Tamiyo's not gonna do anything because it's just gonna get killed every time it comes onto the battlefield, I guess. So maybe... I don't know. So I had 4 counter spells, a Remand and a Mystical Dispute this game. 2 Mystical Disputes. I just didn't draw any. Maybe we can win if I top deck a Harmonizer. They have a Thoughtseize. So maybe not. Okay, let's have the Remends back in. Seems like Chain Lightning is actually the worst card. Thinking about it. Yeah. At least I have a Treasure Cruise to kind of fall back on. Okay, that's a bit of a surprise, actually. I didn't think that they would take that. We currently need a land. Rebel Shanty. Missing out on land. Not good. There we go. Storm Chaser's talent. Try to Mystical Dispute this, and try to resolve Tamio next turn. Oh, so they really wanted this to stick, actually.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one project?
You have so many lands, so... This town ain't big enough. Okay, we got one part of combo. This is an instant speed card, actually. So... They can even bounce things like Harmonizer. This deck is definitely, like... This is probably the most janky deck I've played so far, by the way. It definitely feels like one.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
Ah, that's a lot of lands.
Tell me everything you know about this place. Use your words.
That's a lot of lands. Oof. Good chance we actually might have lost. The flood is actually kind of real. Flood is actually kind of real. Insanely enough.
I've read nearly the entire library.
Counterspell is okay. But look at the top. Well, that is a combo there. But I need a fetch land. Because this is only 14 damage. A Hymn to the Ages would be really, really good. We're almost halfway into our deck and we don't have one. It's just like, the combo is just too hard to assemble, you know? It's just too hard to assemble. So we do have the combo. We do. But they have 4 cards and they decided not to, like, play anything. A Fatal Push. Maybe I should have actually just played it. Hmm. Maybe I should have played it. Very cool deck though. Looks a bit janky at a glance. But we're also playing a very janky deck, so we need a counter spell off this Ponder. I think I just have to go for it. Yeah, we don't have any protection for this, so probably dead. But who knows? This town ain't big enough. Alright, GG's. So we'll give it one more go. Also, being a 3-color deck, the mana base is definitely very, very hard. Like, look at this. So I'll probably get rid of a counter spell because I don't think we're gonna be casting a double blue anytime soon. As I say that. Okay, opponent kept the one-lander. So this is how we're gonna win, huh? Opponent just keeps a one-lander. Dark Confidant. I'll just Chain Lightning it. Although if I draw a land... I might actually have to fetch. I didn't really want to. But I think opponent's life total is actually low enough for me to actually pressure my opponent with the Harmonizer plus Chain Lightning. Ay ay ay. Or cars in the yard. Ouch. That is a big ouch. Not gonna lie. Alright, we got a breeding pool, but we can't go Harmonizer plus land into board, can we? Because deck being a little bit janky here. So we'll go Snapcaster Mage. Him to the Aegis. Hopefully we draw a fetch land or something like that. Prismatic Vista. Not something you want to see, actually. Because then now the Fatal Push actually works on this card. Should I remend? I think I should remend. Okay, we actually did find a Prismatic Vista, but opponent has a... Oh, they fetched? Oh, opponent. That's where you make the mistake, huh? I don't know why I couldn't cast a full board there. Oh, 40 damage. 40 damage there. The jank is gonna jank. Okay, all it took was for opponent to not have a land forever, and I mean, to be fair, we also kind of got stuck on lands too, but like I said, bit janky. Deck is definitely a bit janky. We'll try this. Now the jig is up though. Nice. Double discard spells. They even play red and 6. Without a fetch land. And a Deathray Shaman that doesn't do anything. Oh, what a shame. Okay, opponent's wombo comboing. Oh, that's really good. Snapcaster Mage. Even a cycling land. Red and a green. I can kill it if I Ribble Shanty, but I miss out on drawing 3. I think drawing 3 is always better. Okay, so I can actually kill the red and 6 here. Which is pretty cool.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Maybe I'll play one more after this, I don't know. I feel like the only reason why we're winning is because they're playing an unoptimized Jund list. That's kind of the thing. Treasure Cruise draw would be kind of sick. Okay, wow. Ask and you shall receive, they say. Full deck though. I like the usage of Ren and 6 and Death Ray Shaman with like things like Nurturing Peatland and Baron Moor. Alright. Pretty good hand, actually. Okay, so mono green.
I've read nearly the entire library.
Oh, it's an Eldrazi. Oh, we need a combo pretty fast because they already have a Cavern of Souls down. Which isn't good. We are getting hit for a lot of damage. I need to find... Basically... I don't think I can use the Prismatic Vista. Rebel Shanty? That doesn't even kill the Line Breaker. Okay, I still got it anyways.
In the right hands, violence is not the answer.
It's just like, find my form Harmonizer or lose the game kind of deal.
Things didn't have to be this way.
I think I have to kill it. Okay. we're somehow alive? Kinda crazy? Wow. We just won through pure control. Very surprising. Just pure control there. I'm not sure about the Brotherhood's End. Like, how good is this? I feel like it's not that good. I definitely think the counter spells might be bad, but yeah. Hey, there's a Harmonizer. And a lot of bad spells stuck in my hand. How do they do it? Ooh, Chalice. Chalice. I mean, I can kind of bypass this if I find a consign. A Warping Whale. Ah, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. So I'm just gonna play it out because the Chalice kinda shut my 1 mana down. I can't play my full bore. The thing is, the Harmonizer... it has infinite blocks, like, with the Flesh Raker, you know? It can block infinitely! So I would need a consign. Even then, I think I still lose anyways. Unless I get exactly consign and full bore. But then I need a land. Yeah, I think I just lose. I don't think there's any hope. I'll hold on to this. I think the next turn might be the final turn here. Unless I'm already dead. Seems like I'm dead. I'll decide what to do. To see what my opponent does here. The chain lightning, that's not gonna do anything. I'm gonna take out the chain lightnings for Dismember. Counter spells are pretty useless. Ley Line of the Void. Brotherhood's End. Consign. I could consign this, actually. They just found a land. Yeah, Tammy has a good draw.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
It was a Dismember. What do I get for countering this? I think I should actually counter this because, I need a way to go through my deck at the moment. That's fine. That does shut down my Snapcaster Mage, but that's really about it. Trying to prevent opponent from getting lands. Ponder's a good one. That's a shuffle. Consign is a good one. I'll transform. Now we have a clock with the Tamio.
Library with my life. I am not defenseless.
They found a land. Mike was spawn. Another Rebel Shanty.
Respect the library.
Trying to get to the Harmonizer as fast as possible. Just keep constantly denying ramp here. When you sacrifice an Eldrazi, you get a +1/+1. I need a red source without having to crack this Prismatic Vista. Okay, so we found the steam vent. But I'm gonna miss a hymn. No. I put the hymn on top. Then play the hymn. Plus, and I'm gonna shock this thing. Then we have a Ribble Shanty up for the... I think I should do this now because they could like instant speed Kozilek's Command and generate a bunch of dudes. And we might be able to win next turn. Oh, Chalice though. They didn't take the Chalice. They're going to Kozilek's Command. Okay, I can hope that we're gonna win here. I mean, if it can't win, even after this, we have a problem. Yeah, let's see how big it can grow. Oh my god, it's 80 damage! Right, so this deck was definitely jankier than I thought, but it's definitely playable. Would I play this deck to rank up? Probably not, but if you already have, you know, the Might Form Harmonizer and Full Bore, you know, go ahead. But I definitely don't recommend crafting this card. The mana base is also kind of janky. The reason why we even play a 2 Copies of Mountain is because on turn 4, if you have exactly 3 lands down into, like let's say you have a island, steam vent, and a forest, you play the Harmonizer, and then you have to have a Prismatic Vista or a Fabled Passage. If you already grabbed a 1 copy of a mountain here like this, you have to have 1 more mountain, right? That's why we played 2 copies of mountains. But playing 2 copies of mountains also kind of makes cards like Counterspell a little bit bad. But it's not end of the world if you can't play the Counterspell on turn 2 because we have Remand for that. So as long as you can get a second land by turn 3, you should be okay. From what I can tell, having played the deck, we went twin 3. The land wasn't really the issue. I normally don't play requested decks. This time I had no choice because they kindly donated. So don't expect me to play your requested decks all of a sudden. It's not gonna happen. I was just caught off guard because somebody donated. So yeah, a bit of a janky deck, but it can be fun if that's what you're looking for. Like if you're not a fan of like playing a meta deck, maybe you'll enjoy this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.